Hey guys, it's Tuneable here. I just got a new PC and I'm looking to show it off and as well show off the game I've been working on for a little while now. So the premise of this game follows like Bloons Tower Defense 5. You're gonna battle, mobs that are gonna come across the track. Your goal is to use towers to hold them back and whatnot, but it's kind of like a Roblox twist, if that makes any sense. Um, so we're just gonna get started here. I've got a group of friends here because will in fact be a multiplayer game. So how this will work basically is everything's kind of crude right now, by the way. None of this is permanent. We haven't really gotten any content into the game yet, just showing off some of the features that have been developed so far. So how we're just going to start off, how the game will work is, um, so people will be able to come into your match. So, hey, friends, over here. So, these people can come into your match, if you let them. You can select a map that you want to play. We just have millions of monkey lanes here for testing purposes. You'll be able to select your map, select the mode. So let's just play on hard or whatever. And once you and your group of friends, you can just launch right off into the main game. It's a pretty organized system. There will be some random pooling just in case you don't have any friends and you want to play multiplayer. So, so here we go. We're just teleporting to a new server. We've got a very bright loading screen. So here we are on our empty base plate. Got to wait for the game to load. So here we are, and we've now loaded onto our track. We can view all the players here on our team, so that's always convenient. And so basically, this is just a test map here, Obviously, none of this stuff here is permanent. It's all kind of just very crude. It hasn't really been developed yet, because right now I'm focusing on some of the more important aspects of the game thus far. So that's why, this is just randomly colored. So the first thing I want to show off, we've got our towers here. We've got a little thing that can start the game. It just displays all the game stats. And we have a top bar, which displays our team members, our cash, our rank. If we want to go back to the hub, we can do that right here. And so let's just get on started right here. We can place our tower. Now, this is a different type of placement system from something like Mining Madness. As you can see, you can rotate it on all, you can rotate it at fixed degrees. You can put it on raised surfaces. There's obstacles here, and it does not go in with the track. So this is our first tower. None of these are really permanent. They're just kind of like jokingly overpowered right now. So sure, let's just place this down. Let's make sure we have some sound going. All right. So the thing you'll see is, here we go. We have our mob. It's going to attack all these things. There we go. So here we are. It's just successfully attacked it. We have infinite cache here. It's basically like a sandbox that's for testing, so we can really just have some fun here. So this is the first tower that's been developed. It's probably not exactly permanent. Some of the upgrades are overpowered and whatnot, but for all intents and purposes, you probably will be seeing this in the game on launch. So just to show you guys a bit of how this game works and runs, let's get some towers going here. As you can see, my teammates are upgrading their towers and such. You can interact with their towers seamlessly, so it's a very rich multiplayer experience. So we have some test commands in here just for testing purposes and fun. So let's just spawn some things and see how this game gets running. So here we are. We can see there's a lot of them coming through. Lower this volume a bit. As you can see, our towers are just destroying them right now. You can really see how well the game runs here. There's really no lag involved unless there are extreme amounts of the cubes in the area. People on most PCs should be able to support this game. It won't be available for mobile. It's just too hard on mobile, and really it wouldn't be that good of an experience. So yeah, there's that. So this is the laser blast for the most part. As you can see, there's little particle explosions and everything. We also have the flamethrower, which is kind of a wild card, depending on how you use it. So let's just get rid of all of these laser blasts, and we can try out the flamethrower. So our first upgrade here, we can catch a bunch of cubes on fire, so let's just do the same thing as before. We'll have maybe less. And yeah, we don't want nearly as many as last time. So let's just get a decent defense going here. And we can see they are now lighting them on fire. Cool little particle effect comes out and all. The mob's properly attached to the track and everything. And we can see here we have a count of the total like amount of mobs that are here at once as a weighted value. So there aren't actually like 1,000 on screen, but if these were all to be the lowest type of mob, then that's how many it would represent. So we can see the flamethrower is killing all the mobs. And the second upgrade path is really what makes things interesting, because you can actually... Oh, wrong one. With this upgrade path, it works very well if you're in a straight line. You can set our targeting option just like in Bloons Tower Defense, except there's a weight value, which I probably won't cover this video, but we can put it on like the last one that comes. That way it'll stay in a straight line. So we'll just test this. It works really well against very tight clusters. So let's just execute our commands. And there we are. We can just see it is carnage here. It's lovely effects and everything for whenever mobs are popped. And another thing we'll get into in a second once these are done is track attached towers. So the first one that we have here, that's kind of just a temporary thing, is barbed wire. But this game does support all track attached towers. And like these towers here, it doesn't involve a grid or anything. It's very, very freeform and open-ended. You can place it basically wherever you want, as long as it's on the track. It even attaches to surfaces and whatnot. So we're just going to place some barbed wire. We're going to get a lot of it going too. And let's get rid of all of these flamethrowers so we can see its effectiveness. So let's spawn something else. Let's spawn some blues. Let's make them really tightly clustered too. Alright, and we can just see how the blues work too. It's cool. These are very effective against them, obviously. Looks great and everything. The game's super smooth, even on low-end computers, because most of the computations are done server-sided. They're just simply smoothed over on the client. So here we are with that. And yeah, another thing I want to show you guys is really just how many mobs this game can handle. So we're going to do a controlled count in a second. We're just going to spawn an a huge amount of them and just watch. Because the game's the game's been built for efficiency, server side and client side. So within reason, you should be able to handle any amount of mobs. The server can, at least. Depending on your computer, you might lag a bit. That probably won't be an issue for mine. So let's just spawn in. I'd say 1,000 is a good number. So we're going to spawn in 1,000 here. And this will really show us just how well the game can perform high intensity. Here we are. Our teammates are all seeing the same thing. They all look pretty bored, though, because I'm doing all the work. So here we go. They're still coming. Not a bit of lag in sight. And we can really see just how much the game can handle when you factor this in. Just to put it into comparison, Mining Madness can handle about 300 ores until it just starts like dying. It'll start killing the entire server. But with this, we're about to get up to 1,000, and there's minimal lag for everybody. So let's see. So we're about at 1,000, I believe. Oh, we better make it spawn quicker because it's only reaching 400 right now before it reaches the end of the track. So we'll just wait until these stop spawning, and we'll start spawning them in clusters. It's another feature involved. Go, go. A lot of them going through there. Let's see, yeah, so we're sitting at about 400 right now. I probably should have had the insight to make the spawn rate a bit faster so that it could all come out at once. But no harm. So I guess while we have time, I should talk about really just when I plan on releasing this game. So it probably doesn't look that interesting right now because there really isn't any content in the game thus far. It's all just been very sparse test maps thus far. So probably when you'll see this game out, I'm shooting for late June, early July sort of thing. It really just depends on how much work I put in and all. I haven't been able to put much work into this game because of school and exams. You guys know about that. So once summer hits, development will really start taking a turn, and you guys should see this game pretty soon. You'll at least see screenshots on my Twitter, and as the game progresses, I'll add more and more. I'll add like be less and less exclusive with testers, so more and more people will be allowed in, and we'll eventually be able to launch. So that was 1,000 mobs going through. We need to spawn them a lot quicker though, just so we can actually see all of them on the screen at once, and just see how well the game handles it. We have no memory issues here, really. It's reasonably efficient, so we're just going to try this again. Probably spawn actually a slower one, just so it's easier. We'll just spawn a red. Actually, yeah, I'd say a red is good. So we'll spawn 20 per second. Should easily be able to reach this. So we're going to spawn 1,000 of them. Let's try this out. Oh yeah, so you can really see that now. There are a lot of them here. Oh, we can count right here, actually. So we're up to 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. So you can really see the power of the optimizations in this game. We have 1,000 of these things moving at once and very little lag involved for anyone. So yeah, I guess I can just show you guys this joke, really just how high it can go. So we'll just try, let's just spawn 2 in a row actually. Actually, let's just spawn, yeah, this will work actually. Repeat. All right, so we'll spawn 1,000 more now. This should be fun. Oh yeah, now we're really climbing here. The game might actually have some difficulty here. So it's having a bit of difficulty handling this many. This is a lot. So to put this into perspective, Mining Madness can handle about 300 moving objects at once. This is 2,000 here, and I'm not even lagging. So this is what you can come to expect out of TD, which is the dubbed name right now. I don't really have an official name for it yet. So yeah, this is what you can come to expect about it. Let me know what you think. Please give me give you your feature requests on the Discord. That's where I will be accepting them for the most part. And yeah, guys, I look forward to releasing this game. I hope you all love it. And I guess you'll be seeing this. You'll be seeing much more from this game. This is only the first of many update logs. So yeah, see you guys around.